Hey guys, so the other day over on my Instagram, I posted this video, and I've had a few questions about it, so I just wanted to do a hopefully quick video of how to set this up. It's using Google Forms, so we'll just go ahead and get straight into it, I suppose. I do want to say I did attend a professional development a few weeks ago, last week, and it was by Alice Keeler. And a lot of these I learnt from her, and I was lucky enough to be able to put them into action. So this is her website. She's on Twitter, but I'll link all of those below in the description, so don't forget to check that out. Now, what you are going to need to do is go to Forms through Google, or you have to always add the .com, or you can go through your Google Drive. It's up to you. And we are going to create a new one so I can show you how to do it from scratch. I'm just going to call this, not there, up here, test challenges. I'm going to do this a little bit different to the one that I did. The one that I did with my class that I was relieving in the other day was a challenge, and I wanted them to complete everything. This one I'm going to show you giving students choice. So say you might have 10 activities and you might want them to choose 6 to complete. So I'm going to call it test challenges. Now, before we go any further, I do want us to change a few of the settings. So we are going to go up to settings. You want them to be able to edit their response. That's very important, because if they stuff it up for whatever reason, they can go back and fix it, or they can submit it along the way so it saves their progress. And we're going to save that. Then we're going to go up to these 3 little dots up here, and we are going to add collaborators. And we're not actually going to add anyone, but we are going to change this setting here. At the moment, it's on private. Not very useful when you need to share it out. So what we are going to say is anyone with the link can access, and we'll save that one. Yep. And we'll have that, but we're not going to share it via this message. We do share it another way. So then you can add a description. It can just be something simple like complete 6 out of the 10 challenges below. Now, along the side here, there is a few different options. You can add questions, you can add another title and description if you want to break it up. You can add an image, you can add a video, and you can add a section which just kind of breaks it up. I haven't used the section yet, so I'm not really sure how that goes. And when you add a question, it'll just come up like this. Now you've got this down the side here. Short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, linear scale, multiple grid choice, or you can add the date and the time. For this first one, I'm going to use short answer, and I'm going to say name. And that's where the students will just enter their name so you know who's responded. Otherwise, you're going to be getting all of this data of who's completed what, but you're not going to know who is who. We'll go down to this next one, and I'm going to say build a garden full of fractions using Minecraft. These are all going to be completely random off the top of my head. I'm not planning it for anything. Oh, actually, what I want to say is we're going to get rid of this, and we are going to say Minecraft garden, and we are going to go down to these dots here, and you are going to select hint text, and that's where you're going to explain the task a bit better. So that's where I'll add create a garden full of fractions using Minecraft. I've actually done this with my students last year and they loved it. And the reason why you do a short descriptor, I suppose, and then, well, short header, and then you describe it below, is I'll just quickly go over to responses here. Obviously, we've got no responses because we haven't shared it out yet, but you will get some graphs down here. If you go up here, you can create a spreadsheet. We're not going to call it untitled form because that's just silly. We'll call it test challenge. Obviously, you call yours what you want it to be, and we'll create it. And that opens up in a new tab for you. And up the top here, it tells you the time that automatically comes with that. The name, so it'll list all of the students' names first. And then here I've just got Minecraft Garden. So that way it comes up nice and clearly and you can actually see what it is that you're looking at. A lot of the time it may be a lot of the descriptors back over here sound the same. It might be a lot of create, it might be a lot of find out, and they're all going to look the same. So we're going to do a short title and then we're going to do it here. Add more of a description and students see both. And all we're going to say is completed. Make sure it's spelled right. And then I just pressed arrow down then. I didn't actually have to click anywhere. And then I'm going to add a second one, working on it. Or you could add in progress if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to click up. And I'm just going to leave it as those two. Then we're just going to add another one. And that'll automatically come off underneath. Always comes up, it's going to come up as multiple choice first. If you want to change it, that's up to you. I haven't used it from changing it because I do like the multiple choice option, especially for this. Let's say blog post. We're going to go down here. We're going to add hint text. And we're going to add a blog post reflecting on this past term. Option 1, completed. I'm just going to click the arrow key. It's going to automatically drop down and I can start typing straight away. And I'm going to go working on it. Now another thing that you can do instead of going always over here to the plus button, down here you can duplicate it and it'll automatically add it underneath, and all you have to do is change these. So you don't have to type completed and working on it, and that way you know that the spelling for these two boxes are always correct. The next one, let's do how to video. Create a short video that teaches us how to do something you have learnt. Let's go in maths. I'm just going to duplicate that one again. Let's do one more. I'm not going to do 10 challenges because you're going to be sitting here forever with me. So let's say complete 3 out of the 4 challenges. Obviously, if you give them more options, they're going to have more to choose from. It just depends really what sort of thing you're doing, what you're currently doing in the classroom. We'll call this one sharing. Share a new tool for presenting with your classmates on Google Classroom. And I'm going to add a disclaimer here, well, not a disclaimer, another extra thing for the kids. This can be an app or something online. You may not have used it, but have looked into it and think it would be useful. And this was actually one of the questions I did yesterday, and the kids shared some stuff like Keynote, Google Slides, and iMovie. And I did put a disclaimer in there yesterday for them saying it cannot be PowerPoint because we're trying to get them out of the PowerPoint and making it so that they can work on it either at school or at home. And these have automatically stayed there for us. And if you would like to, you can change these colours. I'm just going to, there we are, test challenges. If you want to change the colours, you can add a picture up the top. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like. We're going to preview it.